Greetings, people of the Possum. Yes, sharp infested waters. I think. Did you just make that up? No, I don't think so. Good morning, everyone. It's time for the Scotch Style Jig in just a few minutes here. Gather round. It's gonna be nothing but fun. It's gonna be nothing but fun. La da da, me, you. Why do they say me? That's what I wanted. I'll have to ask Pat. She's an opera singer. Me, you. And the timer is beginning. We will be with you in exactly 2 minutes. And the timer is zeroed out. It's time to start the show. Let's start this thing. Hello, Kim. Hello, Thomas. It's Father Spliffmas here. And we're going to play a tune today called the Scotch Style Jig, which was, I think, composed by Andy Dejarlis. Certainly he's the first person to record it. And it's a very Celtic sounding tune. And it's a unique key we don't play in a lot in old-timey music. And that is the key of E. Those bluegrass musicians like E and B for their singing up high, and so you have to work stuff out in those keys if you're playing E. Now, so when I'm done playing through it a couple times, we're going to belabor the arpeggios because this is a highly arpeggiac tune, and you need to know these arpeggios to play it. So let's get started. Hey, there's Roger. Uh-oh, I'm having a little trouble with the interwebs, or the lords of the internet are acting up. All right, you might have missed some of what I said there because the lords of the internet were not behaving, and they're still not behaving. What's going on here? I'm dropping frames like there's no tomorrow. What's going on? Something is happening with the interwebs today. But it's still, I think I'm having internet difficulties this morning, folks. I don't know what is causing this. But now I'm green. The board is green. Okay, I will tell you in advance if the board ceases to be green. Oh, thank you for complimenting my shirt. If the board goes yellow and red again, I may have to stop and try this later on. But I think we're gonna forge ahead, just to see what happens. It went a little crazy there for a minute. I think it's working again now. So, all right. So, cue me up if you think it's if it's not acceptable quality. But anyway, let me back up. So today's tune is the Scotch Style Jig by Andy Dejarlis, and it's in the key of E. And let's just play through it, and then we'll play through the scales and arpeggios you need to play this tune. Yeah, I'm still green here, baby. We're looking good. Okay, there was a minor hiccup in the internet. The lords of the internet were angry. Here we go. Oh yeah, I like playing an E. It's really bright, and you can get kind of that Scottish squeaky thing going, you know. When back in the day, back before the pandemic, when I used to play for contra dances, from which I've now retired, we used to always play this tune in a medley with another Cape Breton tune called Wilfred's Fiddle. So we'd start out in E minor with Wilfred's Fiddle, and then we'd go and play in E, the Scotch Style Jig. It is a cool tune. So, and Zach's here, and Kim, two Kims, and Roger, and Thomas. So thanks guys for joining me this morning. And so now let's think about this tune a little bit. We're in the key of E. Let's see what the notes are in an E scale. So it's E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D sharp. So 4 sharps in E, right? And so let's see if we can play that scale. Now, when I play this scale, you can use the open strings if you want, but basically the finger pattern looks like this. So that's the E. If I'm on the D string, that's the E. That's the F sharp, the G sharp, and that could be the fingered, 4th fingered A or the open A. And then when we get to the A string, it's open A or the fingered A, B, C sharp, D sharp, and E. All right, so that finger pattern gets used a lot. You know, if you played with me in B flat, we use that finger pattern on the A and E string to play the B flat scale. So let's just put it right here on this E. We're just going to go really slow here. So find the E, F sharp, G sharp, A or open A, B, C sharp. Now here's a note you don't play a lot, D sharp, and then open E or the E fingered E. Back down, E, D sharp, C sharp, B, A, G sharp, F sharp, E. Okay, so that's the E scale. Now the E arpeggio notes. The E arpeggio notes are, and the whole thing just starts with E arpeggio. So it's the E arpeggio notes are E, G sharp, B, and then E up top. So it'd be like this. So let's play E, G sharp, B, and E, or open E, B, on the A string, and then on the D string, G sharp, E. Because the first part of the tune goes. That's just E arpeggio notes. So now, what other chords do we have that we're playing around arpeggios with? Would be A. So let's play this A arpeggio right here, starting on open A. C sharp, E, open E, and A on the E string. I'll just put that E on the bottom. I don't think there are any notes in this tune that use the G string. So there you go. So now the last arpeggio we need that you may never have played ever, because you use the E, right? E notes, and when you're playing an A, but in E, the 5 chord is a B7 or a B chord. So we're going to play a B arpeggio. Now to do that, we're going to take what we did on the G, on the D and A string, and just move it over a string to the higher string. So we're going to play the same kind of pattern. So start here on this B, but when we play the scale here, we're going to play within the confines of the E scale. So when we get to the A, it's going to be an A natural. Your ear is going to want to hear A sharp to get to the B, but we're going to play A natural. So here we go. So start right here. So A, start right here on this B. B, C sharp, D sharp. That's the third. Open E, F sharp, G sharp, A natural, B with your fourth finger. Your ear wants to do this, but you're going to go. Okay, so those, now let's play the B arpeggio. So we're going to play, in fact, we're going to play a 4-note arpeggio. We're going to play B, D sharp, F sharp, A natural, and B. So it's going to sound like this. So start here on this B, D sharp, F sharp, A natural, B up the top with your fourth finger, A natural, F sharp, D sharp, and B. And I guarantee if you haven't played in B much, your third finger on the A string is going to want to play D natural. It's going to want to do it, but don't let it, because you need D sharp, okay? So let me play through the first part of the tune one more time. I'll just one time through, I'll hit it, and then we'll go phrase by phrase, okay? Here we go. Okay, so the first bit, we're going to start right here on this E. And this isn't a tune, there are a lot of tunes in A, that go. So that's basically we're doing that same thing, but we're over a string. So we're going to go, it's A, E, G sharp, B. It's at 6/8, right? So there's 3 notes. E, G sharp, B. Repeat that. So the first bar goes really slow now. Then one more time. Okay, so we're going to do that 3 times. Let's do that 3 times. One more time slower. Here we go. Ready, go. Now, hit the C sharp and this little winker dink, a little triplet. So it's C sharp, D, C sharp, B. So to play through those 2 bars, it's going to sound like this. Okay, so, and again, this is a really great contradance tune, especially the second part is really exciting. It's got a lot of lift to it. So let's play again, that three times through this. Okay, that's the first 2 bars of the tune. Let's go on to the next 2 bars. We do that 3 times again. Sorry, did it twice. And now a little D arpeggio. So that's D, F sharp, A, B. Now the little triplet with the C sharp to the open A. Here we go. All right, now we're going to play those 4 bars really slow. Here we go. Right here. Go. All right, now we're going to repeat what we did at the first. We're going to play that ba-da-da, ba-da-da 3 times and then stop on the C sharp. So it's going to be like this. Now, catch the A on the E string. Find that A, then G sharp, and a little triplet. Now, scale from the B on the A string up to the open E or the fingered E. I think I use the fingered E. Or I actually double it up sometimes. And be sure you play D sharp. Now let me play through the tune one time, and then we'll play it together a couple times. So I'm going to play through it one more time, just so you can hear it. Play, play. Again. Oh yeah! Let's play it slow now, a couple times through. It's really, it's not a hard tune, it's just, the hard part is playing an E. But there's really not a lot of hard fingering or anything like that. But it's a really, really cool tune. Okay. And then we'll go on to the second part. Here we go. About right here. Da 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 ba da da da. Play. Let's do it again. A couple more times. Here we go. Oh yeah, it's not a hard tune, folks. Just the hard part is getting over that you're playing an E. It's a really fun, cool tune. And like I said, it goes good with another tune called Wilfred's Fiddle, which is in E minor. We might do that as a Camp Possum tune early in 2023. So let's go on to the second part. So there's a pickup note. So let's play on from there. That's the part. I love that little phrase there. It's really, the second part has a lot of lift. So I'm going to tell you that the last two bars of the second part are the same as the last two bars of the first part. So we're going to teach those because that goes. So that'll be the same as what we did in the first part. So now let's look at the second part one more time here. The first measure is we got a pickup note, the F sharp. Now, so this is E arpeggio notes too. G sharp, B, G sharp, E. If I say G, I mean G sharp. Save me a syllable. So start on this G sharp and play the B and back to the G sharp and open E. Now a little walk up. You skip the A. It's like a scale, but you skip the A. Then A, C sharp, A on the E string and C sharp on the A string. Okay, let's play that one more time, a couple times slow. Here we go. So right here on this G sharp, start on the pickup note, it's F sharp. Okay, we'll go on from there. Now we're in the land of the B chord. Let me walk into it here. So it's starting this B here, F sharp on the E string, and G sharp. So that's F sharp, G sharp, F sharp, open, E. It's a little triplet. Now we're going to play some scale notes. D sharp. This is probably the hardest bar in the whole tune because you have to play this D sharp kind of out in the breeze. You know, you don't get to build up to it. So play that D sharp, C sharp, B, and then I'm going to do a little triplet with the C sharp and the D sharp, and back and down to the B. So I'm going to start with the second two bars there. If you don't want to do the triplets, you could just go. And when we get to the mandolin, that's what I'll be doing. I won't be putting in all those ornaments. So, but let's see. So let's play the first four bars of the second part. Let's play that together now. I'm going to play it really slow. Ready, play. Again, 2, ready, go. Okay, so now we're going to play. We've got the first 2 bars. Remember, the first 2 bars went like this. Well, it turns out that's the same as bars 5 and 6 of the second part, so we're repeating that. I'll play the last 4 bars of the tune now. All right, so let's play. Why don't you just play with me a couple times through? I'm just going to play it slow and just grab what you can. I think you've got it. I think you've got it. A little slower. First part, here we go. Again, beginning. So there's a few little performance things about this. Oh, I didn't answer with yeep. I didn't say yeep yet this morning. Yeep! There's a few little performance things here. You can hear me cutting off notes. It's not written that way because, you know, I intend people to listen to a performance to get the feel. So and that gives you that kind of swingy jig feel, you know. So, daddy, especially on that second part. And even on the first part, I cut some notes off short. Especially right there. So you can kind of just listen to that and listen to other recordings. There's a lot of nice recordings of this tune on YouTube. I think I put a link to the Andy Dejarlis version, which is kind of down home and not as Celtic-y as you might hear these Cape Breton players playing it. So go listen to Jerry Holland's version, for instance. And he calls it Andy Dejarlis, by the way. But I think I'm going to stand by the correct title of the tune is Scotch Style Jig. But it's a great tune. I love it. So shall I get the mandolin out now? And if you missed a note or two, you can stick around for the mandolin. Now, this is a hard tune to play on the mandolin, actually, for me. There's a lot of shifting of your fingers, especially to do this bit, because with the fiddle, I can bar those two. But my fingers aren't fat enough to bar that on the mandolin. So let me grab it, and we'll run through it quickly on the mandolin. And if you missed a note or two, but it shouldn't have. It's not a particularly notey tune, actually, and there's a lot of repetition. Let me see where I'm at tuning-wise here. This is kind of a difficult tune to play on the mandolin for me, anyway, because right at the beginning you've got all that. You've got all that barred business on the playing that E arpeggio. Okay, so let's see here if I can get a little closer, bring this down a little bit so you can see better. So as I was saying, you play this part, that's the hardest part of the tune, actually. And I'm not going to play all those triplets either, because it's just it's unnecessary work for a guy like me, But this is the hard part, I think. So you have to play. Let's find this E. Let's play the scale real quick. The E scale. We're playing Scotch Style Jig in E. So let's play this E, the F sharp, the G sharp, the open A, B, C sharp, D sharp, that's the 6th fret, and then the E. Remember I said it's this finger pattern right there. So. Okay, and then if we play the B, let's play the B arpeggio too while we're at it. So here's B, the B scale rather. But the B scale with the A natural in it, right? Because your ear wants to do this. But we really need to do this. Okay, so let's play B, C sharp, D sharp, 6th fret, open E, F sharp, G sharp, A natural, B, okay. Let's play that arpeggio. B, D sharp, F sharp, A natural, B, A natural, F sharp, D sharp, B. Okay. All right, so that'll cover us mostly for the arpeggios and scales. So let's play this. All right, here we go. B, F, I'm sorry, it's starting the E, G sharp, B. So that's, you do that 3 times. And then C sharp, B. And then D, a little D arpeggio. So that's going to be D, F sharp, A. Play up to that point in the tune. Sorry. One more time. Okay, and then do that three things that three times through that E arpeggio again. Then A on the E string. So that's just a scale down, because I'm not doing the little triplet. I could go, but I'm not. I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna go. That's just a scale up. B, C sharp, D sharp, E. All right, let me play you the first part again. Yeah, all right, so now the second part. Sorry, see your finger wants to play a D natural, even after I've lectured myself. I get what you're saying there, Kim. Maybe, yeah, I wonder if you can slide, maybe shift positions sometimes to get some of that, to get that D sharp. Yeah, I can see where that would be challenging for you. Yeah, I'll have to study on that a little bit. All right, so let's play the second part. So we started this F sharp on the E string. Then start on this F sharp. All right, so the first four bars of the second part sound like this. Okay, and then there's a repeat. And then the same two bars at the end that we used in the A part. All right, let's play it slow together a couple times through on the mandolin, and then we're done. I hope you enjoy this tune. It is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Here we go. Play. All right. Well, hey, that about does it for today. Everybody take care and have a nice weekend. Thanks for joining me for the Scotch Style Jig. See you later.